Okay, guys, feel free to use the chat button, but welcome to May Recognition team call. Thanks for everyone that can jump on. I know we've got a lot of things going on, like some start tours and things like that, but I thought best to just get this over and done with. We'll do it every month. So from those of you that were on last month, similar, exact same format, we'll go through how the team's done for the months of March and April. And we're going to go through some recognition. So some great rank advancements have happened in our team, which has been amazing. We'll go through a few company updates, what's going on, and then after that, a little team training, and tonight is on retention. And then following that, I am happy to open it up and you guys to answer, for me to answer any questions that you may have. But just a chance for you to always reach up to me. I'm always available for you as well. And yeah, so it's just an opportunity. I know you're all part of different teams and don't want to confuse anyone, but it's a great opportunity for you guys to ask me questions if you have them. So I don't know what that red thing is on the screen, but in the months of March and April, our team saw 112 new members. So that's great. We've gone up to 24,110 people in our downline. We saw over 90 new consultants, 9 new managers, and 3 new directors. So well done. So you can see here there's a lot of people to announce here, and I'm just going to say your first name. You can see yourself on the screens there, but we've got Adriana, Alana, Angela, Annette, Ashley, Belinda, Betty, Bronwyn, Cassandra, Claire, Deborah, Dion, Dimitri, Erin, Graham, Heath, Jennifer, Jenny, Joanna, Jody, Kirsty, Kristen, Kylie, Loretta, Lucy, Lynette, Maria, Melissa, Michael, Nicole, Patricia, Paula, Rachel, Sally, Sarah, Sharon, Simon, Stephanie, Susan, and Tim. Congratulations, you've all introduced 2 people to Isagenix, one on your left sales team, one on your right sales team, all ordering 100 BV each, up through the left, up on the right, and you're now a consultant. So congratulations. And we've also got some new star ranking. So the star ranking is, for those of you who don't know, is basically how many people are cycling. So it's a monetary thing with Isagenix. And we've got a 1-star silver circle, Angela Bradley, congratulations, and Ingrid Katrina Gonzalez, and a 2-star silver circle, which is Tim Sullivan. So well done, guys. That's massive. So we've got some new managers. So congratulations to Crystal Manager, Kimberly Mills. Congratulations to Manager, 1-star silver circle, Jenny Morgan. Crystal Manager, Liz Gonzalez. Manager, Georgie Emmy, and Manager, Noah Beck. So congratulations. This basically means as a manager, they have 2 personally enrolled consultants on their sales teams, either the left or the right. And a director rank advancement, well done to our highest rank advancement for this recognition period, and that was Crystal Director, Kirsten Clark. Well done. She's also picked up the 5-cycle bonus, which is a $250 bonus, the Crystal Director bonus. So well done. And this means that Kirsten has 6 personally enrolled consultants in her team. So well done. That's massive. And I know she's almost at executive. So next call, we'll have, I'm sure, a new executive in our team. So well done. So we have some top enrollers. We've got Anna Francis with 25 enrollments. A lot of these are from the UK as well, and that's going to be a little bit of my company updates on the excitement that's occurring. We've got Caroline Power. She's always up there powering with the enrollments with 10. Angela Bradley, well done, with 8. Myself with 8. Sandy and Richie Golder with 5. Alan Cook with 4, Annabelle Lott with 4, Brendan Heenan with 4, Emma Carrera is bringing in 4, Erin Windshuttle and Daniels bringing in 4, Eve Straw with 4, Georgie Emmy with 4, Hayley Dobos with 4, Jodie Hammond with 4, Leanne and David Doherty with 4, Robin Casey with 4, and Tom Williams with 4. This just means the people that you're enrolling to change their life. So well done, all those people. We also had some rank advancements. This is what I call the top team developers. And when you're building a business, it's really important to know these people should be recognized because they're actually helping develop their next stage leaders. So with 2 personally enrolled rank advancements, we have Emma McKeeler, well done. You helped 1 person rank advance to manager, 1-star silver circle, and 1 person to consultant, 1-star silver circle. Congratulations. I'll just skip over myself, but Kelly Wellsmore and Paul, you've helped 2 people rank advance to consultant, well done. And Kimberly Mills, you've also helped 2 people rank advance to consultant, well done. So the March Team Member of the Month went to Luke Rosa. He won the Millionaire Dinner Challenge. He's been a top enroller, and he's just doing really well. So well done to Luke. So these are for the April. So again, you can see we've got a lot of consultants happening within our team. We've got Alison, Alyssa, Angela, Anna, Carrie, Kathy, Claire, Daniel, Danielle, Ellen, Emma, Hope, Alana, Jacinta, Jacqueline, Joshua, Judy, Karen, Kate, Katie, Layla, Lauren, Lee, Lisa, Loren, Megan, Melanie, Melissa, Nicole, Regan, Renato, Rhiannon, Samantha, Sarah, Simone, Tiffany, and Troy and Annie. Well done, all of you guys. Well done. And we also had some amazing rank advancements through in terms of cycles again. So consultant, 4-star silver circle, Jamie Bebbington. Well done. That's a massive achievement there. That's over 6 figures residually if she's maintaining that star record. 1-star silver circle, Kevin Saliba. 1-star silver circle, Nasima Sparks. And 1-star silver circle, Simon McKinney. So well done to all of you guys. We had some new managers in the house, Annie and Troy, and they're coming up in my reports a lot. I've got to track them down. I'm not sure what their last name is, and I will track you down. So Annie and Troy, I'm looking for you. Manager, 1-star silver circle, Brittany Ontario. Well done, Britt. Crystal manager, Cindy Wood. Well done, picking up that crystal manager bonus of $250. And crystal manager from New Zealand, Louise Howe. Again, picking up that $250. Well done, guys. That's massive. We had some directors as well. Crystal director, Rebecca Garner. She's really done so well. Her mum's been really unwell in hospital and she's still been able to manage this. So well done, Rebecca. And Crystal director, 1-star silver circle, Simon and Shailene. And they're from New Zealand as well. So that's a big clue, everyone, that New Zealand is coming for us. Top enrollers, Louise, at the top of the leaderboard. You see that she was as it went back in that report as well. So she's coming up. Her name's in lights. Well done. Isla O'Hara, she's enrolling the whole of UK here with 8. Angela Bradley, there you are again. Well done, honey, with 6. Caroline Powers, always there. The beautiful Lauren Petrovic leading the way with 6 enrollments. Same with Hayley Dobos. Same with myself. Peter Bosley also with 5 enrollments. Well done. People with 4 enrollments was David and Lisa, Donna Burt, Eve Straw, Leanne and David Doherty, Michelle Femia, Natasha Jessup, Rachel and Stuart Bowler, Sarah and Phil Tuckey, Susanna Williams and Tanya Young. So well done to all of you guys. It's amazing helping everyone join our team and have a great experience. So the top developers for last month, 4 personally enrolled rank advancements. This went to Caroline Power. She helped 4 people rank advance to consultant. Well done. 3 rank advancements was Annie and Troy, who helped 3 people rank advance to consultant. Claire Jennings helped 1 person get to consultant, 1-star silver circle, and 2 people to consultant. Well done. The 2 personally enrolled rank advancements, Ebony Bell, you helped 2 people rank advance to consultant. Well done. Michelle Owen, or Chels as she's called, helped 2 people rank advance to consultant also. Lauren Petrovic leading the way, one person to Crystal Director, 1-star Silver Circle, and one person to Consultant. Rebecca and Richard Garner, 2 people to Consultant. Rebecca Femia, 1 person to Manager, 1-star Silver Circle, and 1 person to Consultant. And well done to the 1 personally enrolled rank advancements. Anna Francis, you helped get 1 person to Crystal Director. Emma Carrera getting 1 person to Crystal Manager. Kirsty Gannon helping 1 person get to Manager, and Chandel Templeman helping 1 person rank advance to Crystal Manager. Well done. And the April Team Member of the Month went to Louise. As you can see, her name popped up lots. She's a new lady that's made an impressive entrance into our community. She's from New Zealand. The beautiful Emma Carrera has enrolled her, and she's having a great product experience, and she's just really leading the way. She's reached the rank of Crystal Manager. She's in our top enrollers, and I'm just excited to see her journey unfold. Some special announcement to Chandel Templeman. Chandel Templeman picked up an enormous payout in the bonus pools. This was just one of her bonus pools payout. I think it was $1,450 that she received in total. So well done, Chandel. She's maintaining her executive status. And I know I went a lot on about that last month, where people get to a rank and then they drop back. So just keep building those consultants, because as you can see, our team make a lot of consultants, don't they? But yet few get to Manager and Director, and that's the nature of the game. Is you've got to keep creating these consultants to be able to stay at your paid as rank. So remember that. So well done, Chandel. You definitely deserve that $1,450. Chandel's always qualified for the Success Summit. So I'm looking forward to seeing some more team get to that Success Summit, which if you want to know more about that, it's in your back office under contests and promotions. So company updates, there's, the Crystal bonuses, and I did a lot of training. On our Crystal bonuses. So the 13th of May is our last day to be able to get that $750 for Crystal bonus. So be working really hard. Who can you get on a 3-way? Who can you develop? Who's having a great product experience that you can celebrate on Facebook? Think of creative ways of how to get people paid, and creating those consultants that's going to pick you up that $750 bonus. So we're running out of time. We've got probably 1.5 week commission week. Be creative with the mango shake. What can we do? Can we help 100 BV on the left, 100 BV on the right? Now remember that due to customer first, that you don't need one person ordering 100 BV in your personally enrolled team. It can be a collective group of people. So why not be creative with that mango shake? Why not help get one of your personally enrolled, some preferred customers, just ordering a couple of mango shakes and shaking it up, pardon the pun. So our mango shake was released this week. I've ordered 20 tubs. My daughter's absolutely obsessed with it. She loves 1 scoop of strawberry, 1 scoop of mango. She's nailed it, she reckons. So I'm not sure what's going to happen when it runs out. But you can see your cycles are going to increase. It's caused some urgency. Be creative with your mango shake. I know I'm doing some launch parties for some people, and we're just talking about doing Fandango mango parties. Just being creative, working outside the box. So the next company update is the UK, and the UK now has shut for enrollments. The back office or the IT department is obviously finalising and stabilising that system. They will find out how many people ticked the T's and C's. I mean, the UK is a little bit up in the air at the moment, but the packs and the systems, the price list, they're all out. The compensation plan has been launched. So I urge you, if you do have that UK community, to really get into ISA FYI and find out what's going on. If you need some help with that, of course, reach out to your executive upline. I know Lauren's booked her ticket and she'll be heading over to the UK. Well done, Loz, carrying the team there. And yeah, some of the products have obviously changed for their, I don't know what they call it, but Therapeutics Goods Association equivalent over in the UK. So things like Cleanse for Life is called Nourish for Life. ISA Move instead of ISA Flush. So there are some differences. I can't get any ingredients lists yet, so I'm not sure if it's 24 grams of protein in the shakes, but if you zoom into this image, it says 24 grams of protein. So let's just hope that it's the same formula, so that, you know, we don't have to change much of our systems in terms of training. So I always bring up events and the events that you need to get to tick off your list. I'll stop hounding my personally enrolled when they've been at least once to each event. So we've got, the celebration event, the ISA Uni event, we've got University in Action and Summer Kickoff. There are 4 corporate key events to your Isagenix journey. And the one in Sydney coming up is University in Action. And you'll see that on the 26th, 27th and 28th of May. For those of you who aren't sure how to find events, there's a few different ways in your back office, downloading the ISA Events app. But if you go to our website, so www.livelifelivefree.com, you'll see that all the events are actually linked onto that page that's tabled events. And these events here will take you to the Facebook page, where you'll find a lot of associate events such as Super Saturdays and launch parties. So if you've got, for example, a prospect in the Queensland and you're in New South Wales, just click on the Queensland events little diagram there on it, and it'll take you to the Queensland events Facebook page. So you can therefore find out the events and send your prospect to them. So that's just a really easy, quick way. So what I really wanted to talk to you about tonight is retention, because it was I think with this business, you kind of really do earn as you learn. And I learnt the hard way that I was always very much enrollment driven. So that's what I would teach, but what we didn't teach, because we had this massive momentum in 2014 and a lot more than 114 people were joining our team back then. But what was happening is we were so acquisition focused that we actually forgot about the customer care a little bit. Well, I did, and I dropped the ball, and retention as a result was quite low. And what I figured out is that if I just increased my retention just slightly, that I would have had obviously more residual income. So that's what we're working towards. So I just want to talk about 5-star service and retention. Now, I know that you're all parts of different groups, okay? Some of you in Better Body and Soul, ISA support on the other side, and I don't want to confuse you with all this. So if they have a process, I want you to continue to use that, or to at least go to your upline leader and have the discussion. But what I am going to go through with you is something that I implemented about 12 months ago, and I have seen a drastic increase in my retention as a result. But what I really want to just get through to you, I'm going to show you what I do, because a lot of people say, what do you do? So I'm going to just show you the exact process that I use still to this day. But what I really want to get through to you is just thinking about how you support your people, and are you giving them that 5-star service? So just a few statistics: 5 to 20% probability of selling to a new prospect, yet 60 to 70% probability of selling to an existing customer. So just let that sink in. It takes 12 positive experiences to make up for one unresolved negative experience. Let that sink in. News of bad customer service reaches more people than twice as many ears as praise for good customer service. It is 6 to 7 times more expensive to acquire a new customer than to keep a current one. And I've got a great example for that later on. For every customer who bothers to complain, and not many do, 26 other customers remain silent. So there's not many times that you hear about the good customer care, but you'll definitely hear about the bad customer care. 70% of the buying experience is based on how the customer feels they are being treated. Now, this is a US statistic, but 9 out of 10 US consumers say they would pay more to ensure a superior customer service. Americans tell an average of 9 people about their good experiences and tell 16 about their poor experiences. That's just another example of twice as many people will complain. So let's look at PIBs versus retention, because a lot of us at the beginning are racing for those PIBs, and I totally understand why, and I totally don't want you to ever forget that that's what you have to do, because you have to build a team and you need the PIBs. But a lot of people are chasing that $80 PIB and not seeing that a team of 1,000 people are more important. And what I mean by that is, let's just have a look at this $80 that you get for acquiring a new customer. Remember, we went back to it costs more to acquire a new customer than what it does to retain one. Have a think about all those statistics that I just went through. And I've broken down the numbers so that we can relate it to our Isagenix business. So an $80 PIB. Okay, think about the work that goes into enrolling that person. I said you did about 10-minute follow-ups times about 8 of them. You did 10 minutes to enter their data into the computer once they enrolled. Then to coach them about 10 minutes 3 times a week for the month. So that equaled about 4 hours of work. And I think I was going light on there. So 4 hours of work for $80 is $20 an hour. Okay? But if you had 1,000 team members, over the time you acquired 1,000 team members, and all they were purchasing, okay? So we go on about that they must continue these 30-day packs, or they must continue. All they were purchasing is an Ionix, a shake, and 2 cleanses. An Ionix, 2 shakes, and a cleanse. So basically what their maintenance would be is a double cleanse a fortnight, 2 shakes a day, and a swig of Ionix. That's 124 business volume into your business. It costs the customer $200 a month, which is about $6 a day. Very doable. So if you had a team of 1,000, you acquired 1,000 team members, and you retained 25% of them. And I'll tell you that company average sits at 23%. But 25% of them, you're going to see $2,066 a month. $2,066 a month. But here's my point. If you increased your retention rate by just 25%, you double your residual income. Does that make sense? So if I had 1,000 team members and I retained 500 of them on that pack, I would see my income again double to $4,133 a month. Now do the maths. If you're supporting them, that 1,000 people, you've got them in a system that works, you're showing up in the Facebook group, you're connecting with them at a needs basis, they know how to connect with you, I would say that would average about 2 hours a week for these existing clients. 2 hours a week, that's 8 hours a month. That sees your hourly rate go up to $516 an hour. So I want you to just get big picture, because sometimes we just get so focused and it's kind of going, I always say, what's next? You know, what's next is your next enrollment. But over time, you're going to develop a team of 1,000 people. You're going to eventually enroll enough people who enroll enough people who enroll enough people who enroll enough people that you're going to have 1,000 people in your team. So what I'm saying is, if you could just increase your retention now and you have a team of 10, if you have a system down bedded now and you have a group of 10, that's going to make that job a lot easier for you. So this is my 5-step process. And like I said, I want you to go back to your leader. I don't want you to change anything you're doing. I just want you to think about what you're doing. But a lot of people ask me, Heidi, what do you do? First thing I do once I enroll someone is that I send them a welcome text. I send them a welcome text. I should have put the welcome text on here. But it basically gives them instructions of what to do before their box arrives. Okay. I then want to do an orientation call with them. So when their box arrives, I have a Zoom call with a third person who shares their story, and then I take them through the customer setup. Now, the customer setup I will go through with you in a minute. Don't get confused. If you're unsure how to do an orientation call, there is one on the Live Life, Live Free website as well that you are all welcome to use and reference. Sometimes when, I know you've got cleansers that you just can't get in front of a computer screen or get on the phone, send them that link. At least if when you're sending them that link, they're actually getting educated about their auto ship, what a preferred customer is, how to enter an IsaBody challenge. It goes through all of these things. I then have a folder. I literally have a folder. I don't use whiteboards a lot because of my traveling, although I'm not traveling much at the moment with the newborn baby, but I find it easier to have a folder that I can transport with me. So it goes in my suitcase. And in that folder, I have dividers 1 to 30, and that's what day they're on in their program. So it's a checklist. I'm going to go through with you in a minute. I also make sure that their email is in the Live Life, Live Free coaching funnel. Again, you're welcome to use that, where you basically pop their email in a box on the Start Here panel on the www.livelifelivefree.com, and it sends them 30 days worth of video funnel. Now, we're updating that at the moment because obviously all the packs have changed from President's Packs, and we're going to confuse your people. So that's in the process of being done. But it's also, a lot of people say, but I know how to coach. And I guarantee that the people on this call will know how to coach. But how about the people that you introduce who introduce people who introduce people? We're talking 4 levels deep. We don't really know their process. So if you can start a process with your personally enrolled that is simple and easy, the idea is that they will follow and they will do it. And this relieves a lot of pressure off them so that they will do it. And then check throughout the 30 days. So this is what my successful customer setup looks like. And it's designed off the new associate checklist, which I know that all of you should be using. I just found that was for myself, I found it a very overwhelming phone call off the bat. They kind of don't know when to take their flush and the accelerator, and I'm telling them about all these things that was in the new associate checklist, and then perhaps mentioning the business opportunity, and I just found it really overwhelmed people, and I was losing people. So this way, you can see here, it's like on enrollment, this is what I do. The day the box arrives, this is what I do. Day 1, this is what I do. Day 5, this is what I do. And it goes through what I actually do with everyone. So what that means is the process that I take my people through, they've been through themselves, they'll do it again. If you skip this process, if you don't have a process that's actually written down, if it's all in your head, chances are it's not duplicating in your organization, and it will lead to overwhelm, and then people will drop out. So that is basically my process for enrollment. It is as simple as that. So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen with you and open the lines up for any you can unmute yourself if you have any questions. And I haven't been listening to the chat box, sorry.
Heidi, where's the checklist? Where can we find the checklist? I don't know if I missed it. I know Shani has spoken about it, but I've never actually accessed it. So I just sort of go by what I'm told, like how our team works. So I'd love to have that in front of me.
It's in the Live Life, Live Free business group under the files section. There's the 5-step process and then the successful checklist or successful customer setup. So it's in the file.
Thank you.
You're all very quiet tonight.
Hi, can you hear me? Hi there.
How are you?
Hey, good. Finally got the Zoom number, which was awesome. When we actually put them into that link where they get the 30 days, all the information, do they need to be a part of Live Life, Live Free, or just me?
No, you're all part of Live Life, Live Free. It was just a team name that I came up with to, you're all, it doesn't attach you to a Facebook group or a particular leader or anything like that. It's just, you're all that downline. You're all welcome to join it if you want.
Yeah, totally. And
it's actually not me, and it's not emails. It's more the team. And if anyone wants to add to it or thinks that I think we need to add this on day 6, please let me know. But it's basically a video funnel. So, on day 3, you can feel pretty crap. And I can't remember who did the video, but they're actually on there saying, look, it's okay if you feel pretty crap, because I feel pretty crap myself. So the more faces that we could get, it would be amazing.
Yeah.
But no, you don't have to be a part of any group.
Right, to log them into that. That's awesome. Yeah. Awesome, thank you.
What information do you put in your welcome packs for your new cleansers? I know what products you put in, but what info do you put in?
Okay, great question. I forgot to add that to the call. I'll show you. So I got cards made up because sometimes they don't read the welcome text very well. I send it via email. They don't read that either. So I've actually printed it on a card, which is the welcome text. On the back is their login details. I actually write it because, again, they don't know, and tell them how to go in and log into their account. And it just says, congratulations. So basically it's just a card I ordered off Vistaprint. I then send them some product, so some cleanse product, but I send them 2 magnets. Now, you don't have to do the magnets, but I just made them up. Basically what a typical shape day and cleanse day looks like and what they have. And that's the cleanse day schedule. And I've made it a super simple cleanse day with like something every hour. So like a stick of greens, a half of isozolite, e-shots. And I make sure that I send them that. And I find that straight away on week 2, they're ordering all of those products. So they're increasing their cart size as a result. So, that's what I send. And then I send it in a little gold bag. And I don't tell them I'm sending it because I think it's really nice to get like a gold bag and get all excited. And again, it's just something nice that you can do for your customer. It doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. But if you can retain that customer, then it's paid for. It's a worth investment in your business. So a lot of the stuff is duplicated, Chelsea, is stuff that they're going to find on the group or via email or on a coaching funnel. But as we know, people don't read stuff.
Yeah, they don't.
So with the magnet that you send, I'm assuming that's just like a normal, the old Pres Pack guide. Like, do you send different stuff for energy and performance and?
Just a basic. Yeah, this is a shape day. This is a cleanse day, and I've actually written on there. This is a generic plan put together for weight loss goals. This plan should be modified if you're hungry, uncomfortable, and not recommended for long-term or maintenance. If you're exercising, you also have to perhaps adjust your calorie intake, discuss with your coach.
How much does it cost you to post the gold bags with everything in it?
Well, postage is the most expensive thing. So postage costs about $8 per bag, and then I don't know. It probably cost me the best of, I would say, $12, maybe. No more, maybe 15.
Okay.
Yeah. But if they go and order on week 2,
Mm.
all those sticky products, and then they continue to order because they've actually made it through a cleanse day and not been uncomfortable, then I just think it's a worthwhile investment.
Totally.
Mm.
And you got that all from Vistaprint?
Yeah, I do all my stuff on Vistaprint. I find them really reasonable. And they always send you then like 20% off your next order. So
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Thank you.
it's all right. You're sitting in the dark tonight, Chelsea.
Yeah.
I like Lauren's headphones. She's like, I love them.
Oh, there she is.
I'm loving that idea about, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear
darling.
me?
Yeah.
I think that's bloody awesome. The magnets, what a great idea. Brooke just said in the chat, I don't know if you saw, but would you be able to share the artwork to the team to get their own printed?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Hmm.
Thank you. Columbia. No, they're bows. They're bows. Got them in Toronto.
So, I mean, questions can be unrelated to what we've spoken to tonight. If you know, I don't want to keep you guys any longer than an hour. So, but are there any questions that you guys have that maybe I could answer, or maybe not?
I'll ask a question.
Yeah.
Just the same question I asked when you guys were going on your beautiful walk the other morning, about trying to convince people to have a launch party or even share their story. I'm pulling my hair out. I don't know if I'm saying it wrong, or I don't know, maybe I need to sit in on, eavesdrop on one of your calls or something to them, because I don't know, they're just like, oh, I don't know anyone. Yeah, if I think of anyone, I'll let you know. It's like, oh, for God's sake. So
I think, Eve, like I hear the frustration, and I think you just have to know that everyone moves at different speeds.
oh, look, I know that, but I was wondering whether I was doing something wrong, or did I just got to suggest it and move on, which I am. I'm moving on and doing the funnel and all that kind of stuff.
You don't suggest and move on totally. You always keep those people, and those.
Yeah. Oh no. Sorry, I didn't mean that. And I keep looping back to them, and
I really.
and I touch base with their results, and I go, oh my God, 15 kilos, that's amazing. Do you want to maybe share that? Surely people have noticed 15 kilos.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to get your products paid for, because they're still ordering, and anyway. I don't know, maybe I'm saying it wrong.
That's a belief thing, and I think now that customer first has come in, that might help change some of those conversations that you've had, because they're not earning money off their friends. The company is giving them a product coupon.
Yeah.
So it may be a perfect opportunity to go back to these people and, not say get your products paid for, but the company's going to load some coupons in, and, I'm happy to help you coach them. It just might
I mean, most of my people are before customer first, but going forward for sure. I mean, do they because they still get, they're associates, so they still get cash, don't they?
If they're associates, but if they hadn't been paid, they've probably dropped back to a preferred customer. You'll see in your back office.
Back office, okay. Yeah.
So they're preferred customers now, and then they'll be loaded a PIR instead, which is a coupon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heidi, I have a question.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, you're all
My question was this. Do you know stuff like the information about like how many calories the meal would be, and the snacks and foods to avoid and things that you can eat, like, for example, no dairy, etc. Aside from tagging people in the Facebook groups, is there any information that you send out to your new people? Or do you do that in the orientation call, or when do you do it?
Well, first of all, we're not to give out nutrition advice. We're not qualified. Unless you're a Caroline Power or similar, we're not advised to give out nutrition advice. So when you see me uploading my recipes, I'm always saying a guide, like a meal guide plan or something like that. But I'd be really hesitant to give someone nutrition advice. I give them a guide, what I'd like them to eat. I don't believe in like cutting out dairy if they're not dairy intolerant, you know. So no, I don't overwhelm people with a lot of that stuff. When I'm going through and explaining the day to them, I'm just telling them what a normal meal looks like. And on days 3, I'm asking them what they'd been eating. And at that stage, they're like, oh, well, I've been eating, you know, a hamburger and sweet potato fries. I kind of know that maybe I need to educate them a little bit more and give them a bit more direction. But I don't overwhelm them, and I never tag anyone in any file except that pin post to our group.
Okay, cool. And what do you say about coffee? Because I get so many people say, oh, I'm not going to do the coffee. And I know that obviously these days, depending on what kind of coffee it is, you know, it is, you know, more acceptable. What do you say anything to them in that first week about coffee?
Well, in the coaching that I've done, I have found that coffee is a hindrance. And
coffee's a what?
A hindrance. And I have actually just approached a girl. I don't know if she's on the call, but you know, she was stressed. She wasn't losing the weight, and she was drinking coffee. And there's a couple of thoughts. There's the coffee that increases your metabolism, and it's actually good for you. And then there's the coffee that if you're already stressed and perhaps got some adrenal burnout, that can actually increase cortisol and prevent weight loss. So I like to err on the side of caution, and I say I'd really like you to cut coffee for 30 days. There's a reason why you need the stimulant. If they can't give it up, and I'd really like to address that issue first, which may be toxicity. However, if it's a deal breaker for someone, then I let them have coffee a day, but knowing that, you know, it could stall their results. That's just my opinion.
Thank you, mate.
Kimberly, is that your hand up? I've got like a little lower hand on that. I don't know if you're doing something to...
Yes, it was.
I love it.
Hi.
Hi.
So my question isn't really about what you've talked about tonight, although you just shot the pants off me with the coffee info. But I really need a big call out to anyone that can link me in trying to entice more people and saying the right things. That's my biggest struggle. Posts or what do you call those podcast things? I just need some help because kind of feel a little bit alone in trying to find info.
Okay, Kimberly, who's your coach? Who enrolled?
Kate Graham. And I want to leave her alone. Like, she's just gone straight to England. So,
okay.
And at Celebration, I learned you've got to do things and find things out on your own. And I'm trying to, but I'm just like getting Google brain.
Yeah, well, we don't want you fumbling around. So, you know, there's a certain point where you actually, you know, I'm sure there's someone that showed me something once upon a time, you know.
I can help you there, Kimberly. Well.
Yeah, I don't mind. Overload my inbox with all sorts of things. I'm sure I'm going to find something in there that's going to click, and I'd love it. Please.
You know what? I'm just going to share something with you again, and please don't take notice of my desktop. It's disgusting. I realize that. I need to clean it up, but it's organized chaos. If you just go to, again, the Live Life Live Free, can you see that, Kimberly? Okay, go to calls and resources. Go to that tab. It's just my internet's a bit slow. Hang on. You'll see, like, if you're looking for something with health, it'll take you to Isagenix Health. If you're looking for products, it'll take you to Isagenix Products. Healthy Mind and Body, IsaBody, ISA Business, ANZ Podcasts, the Isogenic SoundCloud, and our YouTube channel.
Oh, cool.
So
Yep.
it's like just a one pager, so you're not going everywhere and anywhere for it. So that might be-
All right, that's great. I'll make that my Google page. Thank you.
That's okay. Is there anyone else? I thought I heard someone before.
Can I just ask, in terms of when you speak to people on the phone, whether they be prospects or they are like existing people that you're coaching or people you're trying to bring up to consultant and stuff, do you have any boundaries, limits that you put in around the time that you talk to them or the time you devote to that? Because I do find that I'm wanting to sort of cover everything and be available all the time, and I don't mind that, but some of my calls can run for like over an hour, and I can spend an entire day and a night on the phone. In terms of being duplicatable and being able to, I believe that you have to run your team as if it was huge, whether it's huge now or it isn't. And I think, well, that is not a sustainable model for when there are hundreds or thousands of people there. So I wondered, how do you do you put limits and things around that stuff?
I don't know that it's limits, and I guess because you're starting out, you've got a whole lot more inquiries than what I do, right? So,
What the hell was that noise?
Sorry. Angela, you can unmute yourself. I just had to mute everybody. But I think to answer your question is this business is a lot of dead ends, and we're network marketers, right? I think I've charged my battery like 4 times today already, you know. I don't talk a lot though, believe it or not. I'm actually a woman of very few words when I'm talking to a prospect, and actually silence is a best asset because no one likes an awkward conversation where no one's talking. So they'll tend to talk whilst being talked at, they'll tend to shut off. So sometimes setting up the call and saying, hey, I've got like 15 minutes, can you have a chat? You know, and then you've given that intention that you've only got 15 minutes. Using voice messenger chat so that they can't ramble. And also, at the beginning when I had very little time, I was working 56 hours a week and had 2 small kids, I would leverage my time with a launch party. Now, I don't know if these people you're talking about are local or not, but even if they're not, then a Zoom. It's like, you know what? I didn't have time to talk to 10 people for an hour every week, but I had an hour a week to talk to 10. So, you know, can I suggest setting up like just some really informal chats online, you know, getting your people on, getting a couple of people from your team to share their story so you're building their belief. And yeah,
I guess the time that I seem to spend the hugest amount of time on the phone is when someone will ring up and they're into that first or second month and they want to sort of share some success, and so they send a message saying, I just wanted to like share something with you. So I call them up, and in that sort of setting, I'm kind of reluctant to wind them up because they're just sort of going about how things are starting to move and how they're feeling and all this sort of stuff they're noticing. And yeah, I just, in that circumstance, I just think, do you have in your head like, oh, you know, I'm going to sort of give it about half an hour or 20 minutes and then, or do you just let them go and that's just part of what you do?
Yeah, I let them go, but not many of my conversations last for an hour, but that might be me because I'm I'm like, oh, congratulations. Okay, let's get your products paid for next. You know, maybe it's that. Maybe you're a bit more nurturing than me, and so your conversations would go for longer. But you do have to be mindful of your time, especially, you know, when I'm breaking down those numbers and I'm saying, you know, you're coaching 4 hours for the month, and you're spending an hour on the phone with them in week 2, I mean, you're probably being paid $2 an hour, not 20 an hour.
Probably.
So you do have to be mindful. But, you know, as you develop into this business, your skills are going to improve. You're going to know what questions to ask. You're going to know what questions lead to dead ends. You know, I just, I don't set a timer on it. No. But there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, like, I've got to go. I don't know. Tough one. Lauren, do you have an answer to that?
She's gone. She left the meeting.
Oh, there you go. Alrighty. Any other questions?
Beyond the 30 days, if someone says that they're not ready to share within their first 30 days, beyond the 30 days, how often would you be speaking to them?
It's just like a friend relationship. You know, it's not like I have to touch base with them every week on a Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Like, it's just a needs basis. So I make sure they come up in my Facebook feed. I'm commenting on their photos. I'm just being their friend. And what you're doing is you're just building their belief. You keep them in the community. You know, when you do touch base, you ask them about their goals, how they're going, congratulate them for that. And it's just this whole, you know, try and get them to a launch party, try and get them on a Zoom, try and get them to an event. It's just this whole building belief. And, you know, people build their belief at different times depending on what BS story they've got in their head. So, you know, I can, you know, Chelsea, you were ready. You were ready to come to those events, yet Georgie, she wasn't even ready to sign in. So it was how I managed you and how I managed Georgie were completely different. And that's really up to you again to, and I know I'm probably sounding really ambiguous and I'm not giving you the answers that you want, but that's what this business is. It's sometimes just a bit of trial and error. And learning what works for one may not necessarily work for others. And keeping your mouth shut is kind of like your best weapon, because they're going to divulge the information. You're going to find out where their gaps in belief are, and it's your job to facilitate those gaps. So it's like, you know, I knew Georgie just had really poor self-belief, and I was like, I had to pump her up. Like, she's this beautiful, gorgeous girl, and yet she had no self-belief. So it wasn't that she was, you know, so it was like, how do I build this girl's belief up? She wouldn't even share in the group her before and after, and she lost like 12 kilos and looked amazing. So it's not like I don't do it routinely like I do in the first 30 days. It's just like where they're at. What's our relationship like? It's going to be really awkward if we don't have a very good relationship and I'm messaging them every day. They're going to be like, piss off.
Right. Did I just put you to sleep again?
No, I'm awake.
Heidi, I missed a little bit of that because I was responding to a message actually. But a couple of people that have signed up and have been messaging, they're really busy. One's studying, working, kids, blah, blah. The other one's 12-hour shifts, kids. So they're not responding much to my messages. It's just like, you know, how did you go today? I'm not messaging them every day because I'm not bombarding them. But now I'm sort of like, oh, do I message them still? Like, because I don't want them to feel like I'm constantly harassing them. But I want them to know I'm supporting them too. So I've just sort of you know, any problems, let me know, you know, and then I'll leave it for a few days. It's mainly like cleanse day, first day, you know, first cleanse, you know, just make sure they're not hungry or.
Yeah. So it is really hard to build that belief if you don't have that face-to-face contact or
Yeah.
I appreciate that. But there are people in this world, and I was one of those. No one ever unpacked the box for me. I was too busy. And, you know, it took a while for me to be receptive to being coached. So I would be authentic. Like if you're feeling that, it's generally what is happening. It's like, look, I'm here to support you. I can see that you're really busy. I just want to be able to get the information to you. Are you reading these texts? You know, just asking the question.
Well, I pretty much that's pretty much what I've been saying, you know, that I know you're busy and I'm here for you, you know, ask me any questions if you need. Don't want to bombard you. You know, it took 4 days for one of them to message me back, say, thanks heaps for all the info. It's really helpful. Sorry, I'm so busy. Chat soon. And then I'm like, that's awesome. You know, understand, you know. So, yeah, I just don't know where to go next, whether I do message them because one of them had a cleanse day today. So I'm sort of, should I message them tomorrow some point to just say, hey, hon, how'd you go yesterday? Any questions? Leave it.
As long as you're getting the information to them. So that's what I was saying. Use the videos that are on the YouTube channel, like the orientation video, so that they have the information. So when they say, look, you didn't tell me about my auto ship, it's like, well, yeah, I did. Or just make sure that they've got the information and they feel supported.
Yeah. Well, they're really good friends, so I'm not worried about them. You know, if it was a stranger, I'd be more paranoid. So it's more like I know we've got that mutual respect. So I know they will contact me if they need, but I'm just sort of trying to decide where to draw the line. So that was, thank you.
Yeah.
That's better. Okay.
Ant, have you put your hand up? I think this is cute. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, raise hand button. It's kind of cool. Yeah, look, a really simple question, and it may not be overly appropriate because most of us are all teammates, but do you and Lal work off one list or do you have 2 lists?
Lal, work? He's a lady.
Okay.
He's a lady of pleasure. No, we have 2. I guess we have 2 separate lists. Like he's very good at connecting people, and he'll just like pass them over to me. But he would never be organised enough to have a list.
Cool. Thanks.
Alrighty, dudes. Well, thank you for grabbing on the call. What I did want to ask is if anyone wants, I'm going to run out of things to say. So I'd like to get someone special on for a team training. So if there's something particular or someone particular you want me to organise for next month, can you just let me know? Let me know now. I know you're all going to say, Jackson Parr, and he won't do it. He won't do it. So tell me someone else.
Georgie Thomas.
Georgie Thomas. And what do you want her to talk about?
How she gets so many people to her events, like the younger crowd, and gets them interested.
Remember though, Charles, she is a younger crowd. And they don't have like kids or husbands or after school activities. And so you got to remember that.
Sleep.
Yeah. Anna Richards. I could get Anna on because I did her team call, so she owes me one. Anyway, look, let me know, you know, if there's some sort of burning thing you want to learn from anyone. Yeah, just message me and let me know. But thanks for joining the call. I love seeing everyone in their pajamas, by the way. I love it. I've got no makeup on today. But I did have some Botox.
And laser.
And laser. Had it all today. All right, guys. We'll have a really good night. And thanks for jumping on the call. Let me know if you need any support, any 3-ways. I'm always there to help you. And just really increase your retention. Even if you can increase it by 5%, once your team grows, that 5% is going to make a massive, massive difference. Anyway, see you later, guys. Bye.